Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl, Black Girl Minimalism. Today is Saturday, October 18th. We're still in Libra season. Someone told me today that I should be celebrating until the end of the month, and me and Babe will be doing that. We'll be headed out on a short stint next weekend. But I haven't seen the plane in so long, so excited about it. The next thing that we have coming up is we're going to be utilizing the Neoteric Feminine Guidebook deck, and we're going to be doing a spread of 12. I got my birthday gift that I bought myself. It finally came in the mail. Babe she thinks this is like a waste of money, but it's not.
I don't think it's a waste of money. I think it's Barbie's purse. It's like the tiniest, cutest little thing ever.
It's Brandon Blackwood. Y'all know, like, I spend my coins there because it's a beautiful purse. So moving forward with the read, we're going to do a read of 12, and then I hope that you guys are having a great Saturday thus far. Okay. And then me and Babe are headed to get something to eat because it's real hot today in LA. Like, before we got in the car, it was 90 degrees in the car. Then it went down to 85. Like, I don't feel like it's been this hot in a while. So the first thing to come up is the Ten of Pentacles. This has to do with your finances. And this is meeting your goals of your finances. So you have the nine, which is signifying almost reaching the end of a particular goal. And then you have the 10, which I think of the 9 and 10 go together as far as completion. So either you're very close or you've met to the point of where you're supposed to reach at this time. So the Ten of Pentacles, if you take a look at it, is two individuals that are talking to one another. If it's talking about generations, you have three people together, the young person and two other middle individuals, which has to do with maybe 3 generations, and then you have, which looks like a grandma energy in the back with the 2 dogs. So this has to do with legacy, roots, family, ancestry, inheritance, windfall, foundation, privilege, affluence, stability, and tradition. And I love that the way we and Baby were just talking about, I have a skirt on, but I have my little t-shirt on. It's really cute. So it's like a way to dress down but dress up. And she has like this cute little t-shirt on, skirt, and a kind of duffel bag, what it looks like. So she's very relaxed, has the house behind her, and they're talking with one another. Maybe something that is not to be discussed at this time and look like, talking in secret in a sense. And then the child that's facing them. So you have that coming forward. The next thing to come up has to do with the King of Wands energy. So this has to do with leadership, vision, big picture items, taking control, daring decisions. So making decisions that put you outside your comfort zone, boldness, and optimism. And then you have the plane that's in the back. I just talked about we'll be taking a flight as of next week, so praying over our travels. And you have the mountains in the back as well, and what looks like the iguana. What do you say? That's the iguana?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the bottom. So maybe we've seen iguanas when we're in Tulum.
In Puerto Rico.
Is it Puerto Rico?
No, we're in San Juan.
Okay. It's not in Tulum also?
No, remember we were about the
Okay,
fort?
so maybe that could be a specific nature for you, but where we've seen it is in San Juan. I thought it was in Tulum, but I do remember.
We might have seen it in both places, but the time that I was taking photos of it, we were in San Juan.
Okay. So maybe a call to a particular region where that's popular could have to do with travel as well.
I think Tulum, they're at the ruins on the beach. We haven't gone yet to the ruins, but I think we read about it there too.
I do remember in Puerto Rico, but I thought we also saw them I'm thinking of, like, you remember when we took the vegan tour, like how it had in the back, I wanted to say we saw one back there. Because you have animals that come out, but you're like, oh, okay, we're in the...
I just remember the cat. Because that cat was chill. There was a parrot, too.
Yeah. It was a lot of animals, yeah. Okay. So the next thing to come up, this has to do with the 8 of Cups. This has to do with walking away, letting go, searching for truth, leaving behind something. So you're leaving something in the past. She has her bag, like a backpack on, little jeans. And 8 is, we just looked this up. What did I say about 8? It talked about stability. in the number 8, right?
Abundant
success.
Yeah.
And then the moon energy is out. The full moon is out. I don't know if we have one coming up. I can't tell you right now offhand, but could be present or near a full moon at this time. I'm gonna look it up and maybe come on, include it in a read tomorrow. So we have the Lover's card and the angel at the top, a divinely guided union. Whereas love is present, unions are present, partnership, relationships, choices, romance, balance, and unity. The next thing to come up, all pentacles and a two of pentacles. So this has to do with balancing resources. It looks like she's on a cityscape, but on a sidewalk with her pet. And this time it's a dog. And this is probably one of the rare cards where it's a dog and not a cat. So it has to do with adaptation, resourcefulness. So you're being in a place where you're balancing energies or making do with what you have at the time as far as like atmosphere and resources, stretching resources, flexibility. So it might be flexibility in the physical sense as it has to do with the atmosphere, or flexibility with your finances. So that's coming forward. The next thing to come up is again the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles it has a plane again. So I think it's heavy travel in this particular read. It has to do with practical, reliable, efficient, stoic, slow and steady. So things are coming in but at a slower pace, or a pace that is easily absorbed, hardworking, committed, patient, and perseverance. So sometimes hardworking can have to do with like working your way up to something. Doesn't mean that success is not in the horizon, but it's a slower paced success, meaning when you do receive it, you'll have more value in what you received or what you worked for. All right, so the next thing's coming up, Nine of Pentacles, okay? So this has to do with rewarded effort, success, achievement, independence, leisure, material security, self-sufficiency. So you're in a place of feeling self-sufficient, you're comfortable. So I see that all in this read. You have the Ten of Pentacles start out the read, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And she's standing by herself. So she's in a place where she feels comfortable in where she is, or comfortable in herself as well, where you don't really need a big crowd around you. And you have the lavender, which has to do with like calming energy and a place of healing as well. So you have the lavender flowers in the back. The next thing to come up is the Chariot. So this is being on the move. You're riding, you're taking a trip somewhere through the desert. So me and Babe know at some point we'll be riding through the desert very near. So this has to do with I was going to say the Chariot, but like I do the Chariot, like you're mobile, and then you're also being guided by the sun energy and ancestral energy, because you see like the pharaoh statues in the front. So they're in the front of the vehicle, so they're going first and then you're following behind. So this has to do with having success, ambition, determination, willpower, self-control, discipline, and focus. So you're focused on your particular travel and goals right now. The next thing to come up has to do with Knight of Swords. So this is assertive energy, direct, intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambitious. Remember, I've read this card before. It's balancing those two yin and yang energies. All of this energy is like all in this particular example, but when you think about it, assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambitious. Being a perfectionist can be good when you're taking in detail-oriented tasks, but then at the same time, it can sometimes come off as stagnant because you don't have room for wiggle. So you want to take in heed how you're moving forward. Being ambitious, how you're moving forward in that ambitious energy. Are you considering the facts of every particular detail? Are you going over things before you're acting? And sometimes you don't want to act too fast because you might miss something, right? So thus far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards thus far. And we're going to pick 3 more. Babe smiling. So we have the Three of Wands. This has to do with confidence, expansion, growth, foresight, and looking ahead. So she looks very comfortable. She has like her little tube top on, her little bandeau top, and this is her also being out in nature. At first I thought this was like a desert ahead of her, but it's actually water. The yellow is the water because it's boats on there. So yellow has to do with happiness. So where you're traveling to, if it's crossing waters, it's going to be a place of happiness. And then we're going to pick two more cards. All right, so the next thing that come up is a Two of Swords. This has to do with difficult choices and hidden information. Also, the moon cycle is present, but the crescent moon. So you're at a crossroads of something at this time. So you'll gain clarity with it. You have the dolphin that's present in the water, so dolphin is a good sign. The next thing that has to come up is a Seven of Swords. So strategy, resourceful, sneakiness, and cunning. So paying attention to the energy that's around you, okay? So it's calling you to like be vigilant, okay, at this time. Okay. Ooh, a lot want to come out. I'm like, Okay, so some stuff that came out, I'm not going to read it all. It's a Seven of Pentacles. This has to do with rewards and harvest, progress, perseverance, patience, and planning. The last thing is the Fool, the Queen of Pentacles. The Page, Queen of Pentacles has to do with being generous. You have enough to share. And Queen of Cups has to, Page of Cups, is holding a fish. So this is also a presence of finances as well. Naivete, innocence. So you're coming from a childlike perspective, in which I say childlike, that you're moving in a place of innocence. And then a Knight of Wands. This is also travel energy as well, but traveling in moped. So maybe the travel might take a longer time frame, or the way in travel might take a longer time frame, but it's a scenic route. So this has to do with being free-spirited, rebellious, energetic, and courageous. All right, so I'm going to read there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you so much. Bye.